Bike riding isn't supposed to hurt unless you're talking about the self-inflicted suffering of pushing hard on those sprints and climbs. So if you are suffering in the saddle, and not in the good way, this could help you identify what might be causing it. Sore feet, sore knees, your cleat position could be to blame. It might seem like a minuscule issue, but a few millimetres fore or aft the wrong way or at the wrong angle, then amplified by a few 100,000 pedal strokes, can add up to a lot of wear and tear. On your feet, it can lead to hot spots or numb toes, though don't forget to check your shoe fit for this too. Having the wrong position or angle can mean the knees are having to work against their natural position when pedaling, which, over time, could lead to injury. As a starting point, you want to get the cleat placed under your third metatarsal phalangeal joint, or the point where the bones of your third toe meet the bones of your foot. There's a lot more detail you can go into on cleat position, with plenty of help to be found online. We'd recommend starting with the BikeRadar website. If your saddle height isn't right, you'll feel it in your knees and hips. Too high and you'll find yourself stretching to reach the bottom of the stroke, which can pull on the hips and affect the IT band, which in turn pulls on the knee. Too low and you'll be putting force through the knee joint at a suboptimal angle. This can be a tricky one to get right, so we'd recommend getting a bike fit, particularly if your knees are suffering. We've also got a detailed guide on BikeRadar.com, and you'll find a link to this in the video description. Yes, that was another shameless plug. Got achy hands after a ride? Or worse, numb hands? This can be because you're putting too much weight on the ulnar nerve, which sits at the base of your palm, and this is often caused by having the saddle tilted too far down, so there's more weight on your hands than on the saddle. You might also find a pair of gloves with specific ulnar padding will provide cushioning and comfort. If you're not sure what angle to go for, start off with it flat and you can adjust it slightly from there. A bike fit will help get this just right, and yes, you guessed it, check out BikeRadar for a step-by-step guide to do it yourself. Sore necks and bad backs after riding can be a sign that your bike isn't fitting you correctly and you're having to stretch forward to reach the bars. You want your shoulders to be in line with your neck, not sitting forwards of the body, and your upper arms to be about 90 degrees to the upper body. If they're not, then it's your neck muscles doing most of the work of keeping your head upright. There are simple adjustments you can make that will help, including dropping the saddle height a little, tilting the bars towards you, flipping the stem, or swapping it out for a shorter stem. We can't say this often enough. Saddles are not supposed to hurt your private parts. You should not end a ride with a chafed undercarriage, and if it's happening a lot, or if you find yourself riding in a weird position to keep the pressure off sore bits, then it may be time to change your saddle. There are lots on the market, so get your sit bones measured in a bike shop and try a few. Lots of shops do trial periods so you can see if the saddle is right for you. If you want more info on how to get the right fit on your bike, check out our library of videos on everything from setting up your saddle height and angle to adjusting your cleat position. And if you're still suffering, we recommend going for a professional bike fit.